14 habits that damage your brain. Did you know that some daily habits can damage your brain? When it comes to our well-being, we don't necessarily consider taking care of our brains in the same way we treat our bodies. This is serious, because the damaged brain is more susceptible to developing illnesses like dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Therefore, becoming aware of such habits may help you reduce the risk of brain damage. In today's video, we will share with you 14 habits that damage your brain. Number 1, staying in the dark too much. Do you often stare into absolute darkness hoping that you'll fall asleep, but you can't? And even love to stay in dark even in the day? Not getting enough natural light can make you depressed, and that can harm your brain. Sunlight helps your brain keep working well by regulating the release of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Number 2, depriving yourself of sleep. Inadequate sleep is a major issue for many busy workers. Sleep deprivation can lead to a variety of problems, including excessive daytime drowsiness, exhaustion, and poor memory. According to recent research, not having enough sleep will potentially reduce the size of your brain. The hippocampus is the part of the brain that is affected by a lack of sleep. Even one night of insufficient sleep will impair the brain's capacity to remember new information. Several experiments have shown that the brain only cleanses itself of toxins during the sleep period. Sleep deprivation can also induce brain cell death, which slows down reasoning, impairs memory, attention, judgment, and decision-making, and restricts learning. Do you find this video interesting so far? Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and ring the notification bell if you want to see more content like this. Number 3, listening to high volumes with earphones. People have a natural tendency to turn up the volume. It makes the music more enjoyable and immersive. If you are continuously listening to music at a high volume in your earphones or headphones, you should stop because it will damage your ears. However, it is not just the ears that are affected. Hearing damage in elderly adults is linked to neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's disease, because the brain needs to work harder to hear what someone is doing. It can memorize what you've learned, so raise the frequency of your earphones to protect your ears. For it is an excellent way to protect your hearing while still allowing your brain to function more efficiently. Number 4, eating too much sugar. Too much sugar consumption damages the brain, but how? Consuming sugar in large quantities over an extended period interferes with the body's capacity to consume protein and nutrients. As a result, brain growth can be hampered due to malnutrition. This occurs because the body does not have enough nutrients in the bloodstream and hence is unable to supply enough nutrients to the brain, suppressing its growth and development. Number 5, skipping breakfast. Many people miss breakfast, most likely whether they are on a diet or to save time. Few people are aware that skipping breakfast will harm your brain. After a decent night's sleep, the body needs enough nutrition, and missing breakfast deprives the brain of these nutrients. A Japanese survey of over 80,000 subjects conducted over a 15-year cycle discovered that individuals who missed breakfast often raised their risk of developing a stroke and high blood pressure. Another research found that children who ate breakfast daily outperformed those who did not. Skipping breakfast decreases blood glucose levels, which harms brain functioning. Number 6, overeating. Overeating causes us to gain weight, feel bloated, and raise our risk of developing life-threatening diseases. However, you might be surprised to learn that it can also cause permanent brain damage. It hardens the arteries in the brain, impairing our reasoning abilities. A high-calorie diet for an extended period has been shown in studies to increase a person's likelihood of experiencing memory loss or moderate cognitive dysfunction later in life. A 2012 research conducted in the journal Neurology studied 6,000 people with an average age of 50. The same people were studied a decade later, and those who were overweight had a 22% loss of cognitive functions than their slimmer peers. Number 7, dehydration. Water accounts for about 70% of the body's composition. As a result, it is necessary for all bodily functions, including brain function. When the brain has a complete reservoir of water, you can think better, be more concentrated, and experience greater insight and imagination. Water is also essential for the delivery of nutrients to the brain and the elimination of toxins. When the brain is properly hydrated, the exchange of nutrients and toxins is more effective, resulting in improved attention and mental alertness. Dehydration has an acute impact on the brain, with researchers claiming that even 2 hours of physical activity without water will induce cognitive loss. Number 8. Sleeping with your head under the cover. Oxygen is essential for proper brain function. The less oxygen you breathe in, the worse your brain processes would be. When you sleep with a blanket or comforter over your back, you build a condition in which you breathe in less than 20.95% of the oxygen available. It causes an increase in carbon dioxide consumption, which increases the possibility of brain cell damage. Number 9. Multitasking. You've already heard that multitasking is bad for your productivity. It points out that doing so often scrambles your brain and reduces your effectiveness. A neurologist at MIT and one of the world's foremost experts on divided attention, according to Earl Miller, our brains are not wired to multitask well. People who believe they are multitasking are simply jumping from one operation to another very quickly. Anytime they do so, they pay a cognitive cost. It also releases the hormone usually released in tension or stress, cortisol, as well as the fight or flight hormone, adrenaline, which can overstimulate the brain and trigger mental fog or scrambled thinking. Number 10. Smoking. This is most definitely the most harmful habit you will have on your brain. Smoking not only causes lung and heart cancer, but also has many damaging effects on the brain. Smoking harms cell membranes and neuroviability in regions of the brain that control balance, flexibility, and both fine and gross motor skills. It also thins the hippocampus, which is where functions like language, memory, and understanding take place. It may even cause dementia, Alzheimer's disease, and even death. Excessive smoking induces neuroinflammation and may lead to multiple sclerosis, an autoimmune disorder. Number 11. Alcohol consumption. Alcohol starts to damage a healthy person's brain the minute it enters the bloodstream. The liver efficiently filters the alcohol, assisting the body in eliminating it. However, when someone drinks significantly, the body is unable to filter the alcohol quickly enough, resulting in immediate improvements in the brain that are often referred to as being drunk. When drunk in greater doses over extended amounts of time, alcohol induces chemical imbalances. Chronic alcohol consumption reduces brain volume as well. Number 12. Not exercising. Exercise has an immediate effect on the brain. It raises your heart rate, which allows more blood to reach your brain. It also aids in the activation of a variety of hormones in the body, both of which contribute to the development of brain cells by assisting and supplying a conducive environment. Exercise is also considered to reduce tension levels in the body, as well as improve mobility and flexibility. If you don't exercise enough, your mobility and motor skills can deteriorate in any way. Exercising also tends to keep one younger by releasing endorphins, which are positive hormones. Overall, exercise stimulates your heart and lungs, not just your brain. Number 13. Not socializing. If you've ever lifted weights with a focused effort over time, you've seen hypertrophy. Your muscles get bigger and tougher in response to a stimulus. Conversions are similar to a mental exercise. You organize your thoughts and feelings and then translate them into words, all while making sense of the thoughts and feelings of the person or people you're speaking with. If you do this only sometimes, you may lose out on a very satisfying brain workout. Number 14. Working when sick. If you need a reason to skip work, this is it. We sometimes get ill because we are overworked. Working when sick is likely to affect the brain's productivity, which further contributes to the discomfort. According to one review, participants who had a cold indicated less alertness, more depressive moods, and slow thought. The second set of experiments showed that they responded slowly and were slower at understanding new knowledge and performing tasks that required verbal reasoning and semantic processing. When we are sick, our bodies and minds are still running hard to combat the infection. Working when sick just adds to the stress, so take a rest, relax, and get better. Whether you are worried about the brain's health and the consistency of your performance now or in the future, learn to take care of your brain. A few improvements in how you live your life could go a long way toward improving your memory, learning, mental endurance, and overall brain health. Will you start avoiding these habits after watching this video? Let us know in the comments section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I can't grow this channel without your support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Stay healthy.